Good evening and welcome to NNX, where we give you your news faster than you can eat a bowl of mac and cheese. I am Jason Shing.
And I'm Lulia Tekla. We begin tonight with one of the largest protests in American history. The second round of No Kings protests swept across the nation this weekend. I was at Chicago's Grant Park, where thousands gathered Saturday to demonstrate against Trump administration policies. An estimated 250,000 Chicagoans took part in protests that stretched for nearly 2 miles through the city. Demonstrators held signs denouncing ICE, healthcare policies, National Guard deployment, LGBTQ right restrictions, and more. In Evanston, No Kings protesters filled Fountain Square. Organizers say the turnout was higher than at other anti-Trump protests held in Evanston this year.
Each time there's a poll, the support of everybody for the way the Trump administration is handling immigration is going down, 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 as is his approval rating.
Around 7 million people participated in No Kings protests across the country this weekend.
In Evanston, the fight against the Trump administration continues. City Council has unanimously moved to ban federal immigration enforcement on city property. The ban comes after Mayor Daniel Biz confirmed ICE agents were seen in Evanston Sunday morning. It directs city staff to install physical barriers to limit ICE access to city-owned properties, including parking lots and garages, and to distribute signs to renters and property owners marking areas where ICE is restricted.
It is really a difficult time right now for a lot of our undocumented residents, or in reality, anyone who looks like me. Every single day, nonstop. People just in fear.
City leaders are urging residents to speak out or record any ICE encounters if they believe their rights are being violated.
Increased H-1B fees are making it harder and more uncertain for Northwestern's international scholars and staff to work in the U.S. Under a new presidential proclamation, employers now face an additional $100,000 fee per H-1B visa application. The H-1B visa allows non-U.S. citizens to work in specialized fields like research and higher education. Faculty members say the uncertainty has already made recruiting more difficult and put pressure on current visa holders.
Being in the 21st century, where we're all globally connected, right? And seeing that eliminated, I think it's something that will diminish us for years to come.
The U.S. Chamber of Commerce and Global Nurse Force have filed lawsuits challenging the new fees. Court days are still pending.
Northwestern's faculty assembly saw a record turnout Thursday for a State of the University address by interim president Henry Beenan. With nearly 600 members in attendance, interim president Henry Beenan addressed issues ranging from federal funding contracts under the Trump administration to a strong stance on free expression and faculty concerns over insurance. Northwestern's chapter of the American Association of University Professors raised questions about the university's bias training programs.
Our idea right now is to build on the very strong opposition to our university administration's actions amongst all these different groups in order to more effectively oppose it and change the situation going forward.
Beenan says he shares concerns about the mandatory training programs and plans to re-evaluate them moving forward.
The Evanston History Center is restitching the past into the present. Unveiling its new exhibit, Refashioning History, NNN's Daniel Kent takes us inside the display where modern design meets historical style.
Among ornate objects and intricate historical details, the Refashioning History exhibit presents pieces by local designers side by side with historical garments from the Evanston History Center's collection.
And what's interesting is that each of the designers have very unique and interesting artist statements about what about this historic collection was interesting to them, what caught their eye, and then how they use that as inspiration for their new pieces.
The center chose 9 designers to display their work, themed Pleats to Meet You, focusing on the presence of pleats throughout history.
Pleats are something that I can relate to given my age. I went to elementary school having to wear a skirt that was highly pleated, And then I moved to the next set and I realized, oh, it's pleats, pleats. It's going to be pleats all through it.
The exhibit sparking conversation and intrigue among visitors.
It's really interesting to see people's curiosity about a piece of fabric usually and how that can lead into bigger discussions, right?
From fabric folds to shoes and buttons, Fabian De Castro says the exhibit offers a window into intricate fashion and nuanced history of the past.
Tools, I guess the irons, and the crimpers that were put behind the displays spoke to me of going up to our cabin where we found old implements that I hadn't really thought of the context of their use.
Sewing together classic style and the modern era, one stitch at a time. Daniel Kent, Northwestern News Network.
The exhibit will be hosting an open house on November 8th at 10:30 a.m.
Cloudy weather didn't stop a sunny reunion on campus this weekend. Northwestern families and friends gathered for the university's annual family weekend. Visitors arrived from across the country, many seeing their Wildcats for the first time since move-in week. The weekend was filled with events like Acapalooza, bisque painting, and Northwestern's win over Purdue.
The joy of seeing her face and giving her a hug is worth it.
Family weekend may be over, but parents can still stay connected through Northwestern's monthly parent and family mailing list, sharing events and updates on campus life.
By next week, 15 new pickleball courts will open to the public at James Park. Each court is wheelchair accessible and the outdoor facility has floodlights for nighttime matches. The leaders of this effort hope to bring out people of all ages and backgrounds to give pickleball a swing. Nearly a year ago, local cheese seller Elder Dos Santos petitioned the city to construct new pickleball courts and got to about 1,000 signatures.
In a one-year period, we've been able to take our dream of having dedicated outdoor courts in Evanston to a reality of here we are at James Park, and we're so close to having it open and ready for play.
The courts will be ready and free to use after nets are installed this week.
Northwestern's first all-women club hockey team is gliding through its season. NNN's Linda Montejo Bartolon has more on how the team came together.
Team president Mia Rooney knew she wanted to play ice hockey while at Northwestern, but her only option was the co-ed, predominantly male hockey team.
I'd contacted the men's coach, but I got a little nervous coming to school because playing with men is definitely more challenging than playing with just women.
Rooney said she comes from a long line of athletes playing hockey since she was 3. By her junior year, Rooney could no longer stay away from the ice.
I decided to get a group of girls together, see if we could make it work, and thank God I was just worried about finding enough players, and it all worked out.
Rooney's efforts opened the gates for players like first-year Medill student Cameron Heon. She's played hockey since she was 5, joining Team Mexico at just 15 years old.
It's been an honor to be a part of the first women's ice hockey team here. It's been a lot of fun. We've definitely all helped each other out.
Though new, the team has been icing the competition, winning their first home game against Notre Dame.
Played here at home on Friday night, and we had a pretty big crowd considering. We played a really good game overall, being that we only had a few practices before, and it was just a great experience.
With a long season ahead, Rooney has plenty of goals for the team.
I feel like women's sports are definitely on the rise, so I think it's great that we're starting a team. Hopefully someday we can go NCAA and play in the Big Ten and just build like a strong foundation for this club to move up in the future.
Breaking the ice for women's hockey at Northwestern. Linda Montejo Bartolon, Northwestern News Network.
The team is traveling to Ohio for a game against Ohio State this Friday. Now, Luluya, I don't know about you, but I would love to see Northwestern give Ohio State a run for its money.
Anytime, any day.
Period. That's all the time we have for tonight.
Stay tuned for the Northwestern News Report at 7. I'm Luluya Tekla.
I am Jason Zhong. Have a good night.